I find it harder and harder to find places where AI is not really beneficial in some ways. My name is Vincent Vanhoucke. I am currently a distinguished engineer at Waymo. Previously, I was the lead of the Robotics Research Organization at Google. Waymo is really exciting right now. It's in a place where the basic technology is de-risked to some degree, and now everything else is about scaling up. And often the problem is not AI versus not, it's AI and. It's how do you fuse AI approaches with the rest of the scaffolding that enables you to operate safely at scale, that interfaces with all the systems that are not necessarily AI-based, but being able to have that deep interface between the two is often where the problem lies primarily. Self-driving cars are essentially robots, and they're the only robots, or one of the very few robots that have made contact with the real world today in human environments. And I find that connection between AI, physical systems, and people really fascinating. What's been happening in the last few years in robotics is that a lot of the technologies that have come about through generative AI, things like ChatGPT, Gemini, have readily translated into robotics and autonomous systems in a way that surprised us. So to some degree, a lot of the focus in research right now is trying to figure out how do we get large foundation models like ChatGPT to speak robotics, to speak the language of action in the real world. So understanding common sense, understanding the geometry of the world, understanding that a coffee cup is something you put on the table, that a kitchen is where you will find utensils. Like the common sense knowledge that's built into those models is actually really useful for robots to be able to interact with the real world. People want to know that technology is working for them, for their benefits, and not just replacing an instance of a person just as a substitute. And so bringing that value is right in the sense that I think we are held to an extremely high standard, and I welcome it. I think it's a very healthy thing for society, not to use it as a barrier to adopting new technology, but as a benchmark that sets expectations about where technology ought to be. I think that's very healthy and sort of driving the right behavior from the community, and ultimately will enable us to really earn the trust and love from the public.